morning, students. Today I have decided to start a video class for you people, and today I am going to start from your first lesson, which is covering first lesson of ICSE ISC board syllabus. And here the first lesson is human activities. Under that I have to teach you economic and non-economic activities, and the topics which are covered under this lesson, that is meaning of human activities, classification of human activities, then economic activities, the non-economic activities, types of economic activities, and distinction between business, profession and employment. So these points are covered under this lesson. I hope whatever I am going to start and teach you, you will go through that and you will be benefited. So especially this I have decided to start for your benefit, and hope you will prefer to go through this and to get benefit of the given lecture. So here in this video I am going to start from first human activity. What are human activities? You know, so human activities are done by each and every person in our life, from our birth to death. Each one of us are involved in different types of activities. So these activities are of any time. We cannot say that only we are doing which is for our benefit. Even it is for our benefit also. Even it is done which has no benefit for us. But we are engaged in doing those activities. So these activities, like suppose early in the morning when we are leaving the bed, as soon as we leave the bed, we are going to refresh, and after that brushing, breakfast, after that doing some other activities, lunch, then in the meantime some persons, those who are engaged in their activities of office, means they are going to their office, they are doing their work. Lunch time comes, again they are doing work. The evening they are coming back to the home. At their home, again they are sitting with their families. They used to see the television programs, and like this, dinner, again they are going to sleep. So this way, different types of activities are there which we are doing in our life. So broadly, the human activities are divided in two categories: economic and non-economic activities. So first we have to see the human activities. As I have already said, it includes all those type of activities which is done by human beings for their economic gain or for their satisfaction, to create social relations, the interactions, and for other purpose the activities are performed. So these activities are unlimited number of times, different types of activities we are doing, and all these are concerned to our day-to-day life. Here the activities are, human activities are, as I have already said, working, in the office or at shop or any other activities. So out of these activities, some activities are done for our economic gain or economic benefit, while some other activities are there which are done even that is done by us and that is not for the economic benefit, like you can say playing, praying, sleeping. All these are also activities, but these activities are not giving any monetary gain, any economic benefit. So such type of activities are called here non-economic activities. So this way you can understand that human activities are of two types. Here you have to understand the nature or characteristic, or you can say features of the human activities. Human activities are those activities which are undertaken only by the human beings. Okay, and human beings includes all men, women and the children, all they are involved in that. So the activities involve human efforts. What is it? Human activities are first character. Human activities are those activities which is done by human beings. And human beings means all men, women and children, all are included in that. So it is concerned to the human efforts. Second, you can understand here the human activities are undertaken to satisfy the human wants, which helps in creation of wealth or generation of benefits. The third point you can understand, activities are undertaken throughout the life of the people. The fourth one is, that is human activities have very wide range. Wide range, you are understanding the different nature of tasks are there which are done by the human beings. Human activities are performed both for earning of money as well as for obtaining personal satisfaction. Human activities are performed for creation of wealth or earning of money or for the personal satisfaction. So these are the human activities. Human activities, again, these are classified here in two parts. So these are called here economic and non-economic activities. Here human activities, human activities. These are divided in two parts: economic and second non-economic. So here you are understanding human activities are of two types: economic activities and non-economic activities. Like economic activities, doing any business for earning a profit, doing service in any government or private offices. So these are the example of economic activities. Non-economic activities, you are understanding those activities which are inspired by the sentiments and emotions of the people. Means just to satisfy the sentiments and emotions, the such type of activities are performed, like love and affection in families, and helping to the poor people, and so many other activities are there. Here, first you have to see economic activities. Economic activities. So, in our life, we have several needs, and just to satisfy those needs, we need money. So the money can be generated by economic activity. That's why here we can understand all those activities which are performed by the people for generation of profit or earning profit or acquisition of wealth, then all these are called economic activities. For example, a doctor practicing to earn his fees or to get fees, a teacher teaching for salary, okay, a nurse serving in the hospital for salary. So this way, these different types of activities are there. These are performed to satisfy the human wants. Here mainly three types of wants are there, which are needed to be satisfied. These are primary or basic necessities. These are called food, clothes, and shelter. Food, for living, if you want to live, food is necessary. Clothes, just to cover the bodies or to maintain temperature, and shelter, that is house, that is for you can say the safety and security, or just to decide a stable place to live. Okay, so all these activities are satisfied by the economic activities. Economic activities have certain features. So I think you are understanding it. What is economic activities? All those activities which are undertaken by the human being for satisfaction of the economic needs, where the money is to be spent. So for that purpose, the activities which are performed, which are concerned to earning of income and acquisition of wealth, all these activities are coming under economic activities. Economic activities have several features or characteristics. So under characteristics, first one is economic motive. Second, that is productive. Third, economic resources. Economic resources. Fourth, the rational use. Fifth, economic growth. growth. 6. Legally valid. Legally valid. Legally valid and lost, socially desirable. Socially desirable. So these are the features or characteristics of the economic activities. All economic activities are performed or done with a motive to earn money, certain income. So this is called here economic activities. Every person has certain motive just to get or earn money. And for that purpose, if the people are doing some work, all those works are called economic motive works. Second, productive. All economic activities are concerned to business and industrial activities. Or working in the office means any act of value addition, transformation, production, distribution, all these are concerned to the productivity activities. So economic activities are including all the these productive activities. Third one is economic resources. Economic resources, you are understanding that here all the resources which is acquired and these are utilized just to make the best possible use of these resources. It's called economic resources. You can understand for any production or economic activities, the land, building, plant, machinery, furniture, all these are required. All these are required. So these are called economic resources. These are called economic resources. So these are necessary for economic activities. The next one is rational use. Rational use means whatever the resources are available, these are utilized optimally. Means these are utilized in best possible way so that the maximum benefit can be derived by use of these resources. So this is called here rational use. Once again I am repeating, what is rational use? Rational use means making best possible use of available resources, means intelligent use of resources so that with minimum loss, minimum wastage, maximum efficiency, maximum output can be gained by use of resources. That will help in earning maximization of profit. Economic growth. All the economic activities are performed for economic growth, means individual development as well as development of nation. So all economic activities which are performed in a country, the motive behind that is the economic growth of the country, economic growth of the business and the businessman. For that purpose, the economic activities are performed just to improve the living standard of the people. The next one is legally valid. Legally valid. So legally valid, it is said only those type of activities which are recognized or approved by the law. These are called legally valid activities. Means only those activities are concerned to the economic activities. See, all those activities, even the money can be generated, but if it is not approved by the law, then that is not included in the economic activities. For example, running a business, okay, doing a profession. You can understand that is the example of economic activity. But same activity, if it is done for earning a profit, generation of income, but that is not approved by the law, means if that is declared unlawful by the law of a nation, then it is called non-economic, you can say illegal activity. It is called illegal activity. Like gambling, black marketing, theft, dacoity, smuggling, all these are the example of unlawful activities. Unlawful activity, because law of the country does not permit such type of activities for acquisition of wealth. Okay, here means it is clearly said all those activities which is done for the purpose of earning profit and which is in the interest of public, that is only approved by the law as the valid economic activities. But if it is against the public interest and if it is performed, the law of the country does not approve it, then all these activities are called unlawful activities. So unlawful activities are legally invalid. These are not called valid activities. Last one is socially desirable. So economic activities are desirable for the society, means all the economic activities are done just to provide opportunity for assisting in the benefit of public requirements. Means even it is done for the society, benefit of society, along with that earning of profit is there. So socially desirable means all those economic activities which are done for the welfare of society or benefit of society, and it must be in accordance with the expectations and the norms of the society. Once again I am repeating, socially desirable means all those activities which are performed and which is performed and which is liked by the public, which is in the interest of public, which is for the benefit of the public, and the same activities are performed with the expectations of the public and the society. So these are called socially desirable. Means those activities which are done and which is appreciated by the society, which is accepted by the society. These are called socially desirable. Socially desirable. So these are the features or characteristics of economic activities. Some examples of economic activities you can understand, like first one, production of goods by manufacturers in the factory, that is economic activity. The distribution of goods by the wholesalers to retailers, another example of economic activities. Like transportation of goods and passengers by rail or roadways, or airlines. All these are the example of economic activities. Storage of goods in the warehouse by the warehouse keepers, that is also example of economic activities. The acceptance of deposits and lending of money is economic activities. Advertisement and publicity is another example of economic activities. the service of doctors, clinical service of doctors. Economic activities, the legal services rendered by the lawyers, provided by the lawyers. Working of a government officer, the service of teachers in the school and colleges. So all these are the example of economic activities. Now you have to see non-economic activities. Non-economic activities. Non-economic activities. You are understanding in our life we are engaged in the activities. Two types activities are there, economic and non-economic. So I have already taught those activities which are done for the purpose of monetary gain or the benefit or earning of money, economic activities. Opposite to that, in our life, the several types of activities we are doing, and their purpose is not to earn profit, but their purpose is the sentimental, psychological satisfactions are there. So all those activities, several type of satisfactions are there, and for that purpose the activities which are undertaken whose motive is not to earn profit, not to acquisition of wealth, but to satisfaction of psychological and social needs are there, then sentimental needs are there. So for that purpose, if the activities are performed, all those activities are called here non-economic activities. So non-economic activities are concerned to the like social service, political, religious, cultural and other sentimental requirements are there. Just to satisfy that, the activities which are performed, these are the example of non-economic activities. So here the objective of non-economic activities not to gain money, or it is not done for the monetary benefits or monetary gains. The people are engaged in non-economic activity with a reason of love. Means why the people are doing non-economic activity? Their motive is means just to love, sympathy, religion, then patriotism. All these are the reason for non-economic activities. For example, a mother cook food for her children, or a mother, if she looks for her children, so that is selfless service. Means no reason is there or no purpose there behind that to earn money. Means that is selfless service, and that's why it is example of non-economic activities. The blood donation camps organized by the certain societies are there, or the people are willingly they are donating to the blood. So that is a non-economic activities. The people regularly they used to go to the temple. Even they are doing worship, they are donating some money, but there is no economic gain. So that is also example of
non-economic activities. The
people, those who are donating generously to the Prime Minister Relief Funds,
the relief is provided in case of uncertainties and the emergencies.
so all these are the example of
Non-economic activities. The
a young man helps a lean, thin and blind people in crossing road. That is also example of
non-economic
activities. I hope all of you are also engaged in non-economic activities. Many times when you are going to your school or to your home, someone is lying there helpless, someone is fallen, so you are helping them, that person in just to get up, or a person is injured, you are assisting to send him to hospital. So all these are also the example of
non-economic activities. The non-economic activities are generally these are undertaken due to the certain reasons or certain following considerations are there. Because of that, you can say the non-economic activities are performed, like love and affection. For example, taking dinner with family, cooking food for the family is the example of non-economic activities. The personal satisfaction, another example, like
meditation in the park. A person who is engaged in meditation. A person who regularly used to run. There is no economic motive behind that, but that is for personal
satisfaction or personal religious obligations are there. The
regularly visiting to temples, regularly praying in
temple, that is also,
or temple, mosque, or this church is there, or any other religious place is there. The people, those who are followers, they used to go regularly. So there is no any economic motive behind that.
So that is also example of non-economic activities, that is religious obligations, social obligations. The examples of